carrots in a name. That's what we call a carrot. By any other name would taste as sweet. Boy, sky's looking pretty nasty. Maybe I'd better get over to the caterpillars.
Alice, what are you doing out here?
A scene from Rabbit and Juliet. Was it so terrible you couldn't tell?
I wasn't playing kitty critic. I meant you shouldn't be out here. A twister's approaching.
A twister? You mean like a tornado?
Tornado, whirlwind, cyclone, any way you say it, it's not a good forecast. So take it from this cat and scat.
No, I've got to get over to the caterpillars.
Never seen a mess like this left behind after a storm.
I'll say. Papers, leaves, tin cans, chattering teeth.
Chattering teeth?
I'll take those. That twister hit so fast I didn't have time to bring my chattering teeth indoors.
Alice, where have you been?
Well, don't you see? Leaves and twigs, her clothes. She got caught in a twister.
Is that true, Alice? Oh my gosh, are you all right?
Say something, anything.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
What did she say?
Well, wasn't it obvious? She said she smells seashells by the seashore.
Whoa, why is she smelling seashells?
And when was she at the seashore?
No. She said she spells seashells at the seashore.
There was a spelling bee at the seashore?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
Boy, Alice, I don't mean to get personal, but I don't think you're going to get invited to a lot of parties talking like that.
Sheesh! Haven't you figured out yet that that was no normal twister Alice was caught in? It was a tongue twister.
Wait. So every time she opens her mouth, she's going to rattle off one of those crazy sayings that ties up the tongue and is nearly impossible to say?
Looks that way.
Oh, no. If she speaks in tongue twisters, she's going to ruin the Shakespeare Festival and the Queen will have a royal fit. Say it's not so, Alice.
Sarah saw a sash shop full of showy, shiny sashes.
Oh, that is serious. Well, I think it's safe to say Alice is resting comfortably now. I thought it was safe to say it.
Well, it's not going to be safe for me to show my whiskers around the palace if the Shakespeare Festival is ruined by Alice's tongue twisters.
Now, remember, it's always darkest before you turn on the light. Gentlemen, I present my tongue twister trunk, full of handy-dandy gadgets designed to cure the common tongue twister.
Hatter, Alice isn't going to let you get within 6 feet of her with those goofy gadgets.
Huh?
I mean, think about it. You can't expect someone to just walk up to you and say, "Hi, please, try those things out on me."
Oh, thank you for volunteering. A demonstration is in order.
Me? Sure, brother, why not? After all, you do want to see how Hatter plans to cure Alice, don't you? Look at it this way. It's in the interest of science. What on earth has happened to your pioneering spirit? You might nearly be a hero if you merely wouldn't fear it. There's no need for your defiance. Here's a list of happy clients. Really dumb, you act like we're trying to feed you to the lion. Like the first man in space, you could help the human race. It's in the interest of science.
What's the catch?
Like Curie or Pasteur, you could help to find a cure. It's in the interest of science.
D,
Yeah?
I've got a question. What? Are you supplying insurance?
For your information, research and experimentation are the basis and foundation of scientific explanation. There's no need to cry and moan. The tongue you say might be your own. The Hatter is in charge, so you know nothing can go wrong. Like the first man in space, you could help the human race. It's in the interest of
If it's so
science.
interesting, why don't you
Like
do it?
Curie or Pasteur, you could help to find a cure. It's in the interest of science.
Well, science.
All right.
What do I have to do first?
Stick out your tongue.
Isn't that rude?
It would be usually, but this is a scientifically controlled experiment. So stick out your tongue and say, ah. Ah. Now, first, the tongue twister tissue.
Tissue.
All right. Next, the tongue twister towel.
The towel.
There it is. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then, to hold it all in place, the tongue twister twist ties.
Twist ties.
There you go.
Okay.
There. Now, Dumb, try saying, "We surely shall see the sun shine soon." See, it works. He can't say a simple tongue twister.
He can't say anything.
How true that is.
But Alice has to be able to speak to play Juliet in the festival.
Well, don't worry, here. I have lots of other ideas for terminating tiresome tongue twisting.
But the whole...
So you go home and rest. And I guarantee you that by this afternoon, your Juliet will not have a tongue twister problem.
Oh.
Whether or not Juliet will be played by Alice, I don't know.
Oh, Bunny, Bunny, wherefore art thou, Bunny?
Dormouse? I had no idea you were a fan of William Shakespeare.
Of course, I did all of his plays in my school drama.
Great. Well, then, in the unlikely event that I can't find a way to stop Alice from speaking in tongue twisters, it's good to know I have a backup.
For never was a story of more woe than that of Juliet and her Bunny-O.
That's terrific, yeah.
So you see, Caterpillar, even though the Hatter assured us that he'd find a quick fix to Alice's tongue twisters, we thought we'd see if you had any suggestions.
Not that we don't have confidence in the Hatter, of course.
Of course. Far be it from any of us to doubt the Hatter. But rest assured, you've come to the right Caterpillar.
You mean you have a way to get Alice speaking normally again?
No. But I do have a story about somebody else who was embarrassed when she opened her mouth. Once there was a young hyena named Phyllis who was very serious. Even though your average hyena will laugh at the drop of a hat, no one ever saw Phyllis so much as smile. However, Phyllis had a secret. Whenever she was alone, she enjoyed reading elephant jokes. You see, Phyllis liked to laugh, but because she thought her laugh sounded silly, she was too embarrassed to let anyone hear it. Then, one day, Phyllis was in the mood for a chuckle. She opened her joke book, thinking she was alone. Unfortunately, she wasn't. Go ahead, make fun of my silly snicker and my goofy giggle, Phyllis cried. I've laughed for the last time. But Phyllis's friends liked how she sounded, especially the goofy giggle. Could you teach us to laugh like that, they asked. Phyllis realized she had been silly to be embarrassed. She agreed to become their laugh teacher. And even put out a how-to book, a series of instructional tapes, and a video. You see, although Phyllis didn't have the last laugh, it turned out that she had the best one. So, speaking in tongue twisters isn't all bad, as long as Alice can keep her sense of humor and laugh at herself.
It's not Alice's sense of humor we're worried about. It's the Queen's.
Oh.